Hello again, it's been a little bit of time since I did a review, and this time it's not a coffee machine or whiskey. So what is it? And is it any good? Let's open it and have a find out. Hello again, welcome back to the channel. As I said at the beginning, I've got something new to open. So let's get the knife out. Not my Batman knife, I left that upstairs. So a different knife for opening packages and being very careful. So this is actually from a company called AMZCHEF. I'm not sure if you first pronounce it like that or put it as a word, but that seems to be what people call it. So, and full disclosure, they actually emailed me not long ago and asked if I wanted to be sent one of these to actually review. So this is free. It's not something I've purchased myself, so we shall see how that goes, but I'm not going to be biased. I am going to give my honest review of it, as I always do. I can't see the point in lying about it. As if it's something good, I want people to know about it. If it's not quite as good, you don't need to waste your money. So, first of all, we've got a cleaning brush of some kind, with another clean brush on the end. Almost like a magnifying glass, that's obviously to open something. A top hopper part. And an instruction manual. We have a little tamper. It'll make sense shortly. You obviously know what it is because you've seen the title of the video. But just a piece of recycled cardboard. Ooh. We have the front end. We have a bowl-like thing and a spout. And then we have the machine's owner, and we have, I'm not going to try and describe what that looks like, I'm sure you can tell. And then we have the main body of the device here. Make sure there's nothing left in the box. Nothing else in the box, completely empty. Put that off to one side. So, have a look. So firstly we have the main body of the device. Rather nice looking, I must admit, in a kind of gunmetal, silvery kind of colour, steel colour, not sure best way to describe that, but there we go, some little instructions there, on and reverse with an off in the middle obviously, so it rocks either ways, on permanent, reverse is just a push button and it always defaults back to off. But then is actually a cold press juicer. I shall have a look in the instructions in a minute to see what I'm supposed to do with it, but let's get all the pieces out first. So we have a little cup here. Of course I will wash all of this before using it. It has measurements on the side and a little spout, if you can see that. We have a large cup as well, both plastic. We have this piece with a kind of screw. I'm not going to say what that looks like because I'm sure your imagination will tell you, but obviously that will spin and press the fruit and vegetables to get the juice out of it. We have a front spout there. See, it screws on and everything comes out of that. So before, this is the hopper. So this fits in the top. This is where you put your fruit and vegetables. But also they do attachments for this, so you can also turn it into a sausage maker, a mincer and that sort of thing as well. So we have the brush, which I'm going to leave there until I need it. I have that, which looks like it's some kind of wrench, something like that. I have what looks like a tamper, so that's obviously for pushing down, I guess, to make sure all the vegetables and so on get pushed through without having to put your fingers in it. So it's got, I don't know if you can see the spiky bits on that side is a chromed plastic. And we have the main work of it. So we have that, which actually fits into the machine, and I expect that will go in there somehow or something. Yeah, that'll go like that. All makes sense so far. And there is a little metal filter there to separate all the bits you want from all the bits you don't want. That is the whole machine. As I said, you can get attachments, which might be quite nice. I've always wanted to try mincing my own beef for making burgers, or lamb, or whatever else for making burgers and that sort of thing, which would be quite nice. Sausages, not so much, a little bit more hassle I think from sausages, but they have all the attachment for putting the skins on it and all that sort of thing as well. So let's get the instructions out and see what we've got. Da, 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 da. Yes, I have way too much whiskey behind me that I still need to review. So there we go, if you can see that it's the juicer. Ooh, juice recipes, that's nice. Kiwi and apple juice. Orange and pear juice, carrot and apple juice. Cucumber and lemon apple juice. Pomegranate juice, oh I love pomegranate juice. Pineapple juice, grapefruit and orange blueberry juice. Watermelon tomato, wheatgrass, pear and lemon juice. Green apple and celery. Care for daily health. So there's all recipes and that sort of thing, but I'm mainly just going to put vegetables and fruit in it and drink it. Because I've been trying to get more healthy. I've lost about 10 kilograms this year, so I'm doing quite well, and I'm building a little bit of muscle as well. I'm going to the gym like every day and swimming, so I'm getting there. I'll do some videos now. I sometimes do like vlogs and so on, so I may do that as well. Let's have a look. Parts and functions, blah 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 blah. So the little one goes in the front, big one goes in. Okay, 14. What is that? End cap remover. Yeah, that's what it was. So that's all that. There are instructions of how to set it up. You can see that. All looks fairly straightforward. Off, unplug, install the drum housing, click. Install filter, install tray. Juice container, pulp container. Plug it in. And then how to take it all apart. Fairly straightforward. Make sure that anything else I need to know. Myself, blah blah blah. Get small blocks. Right, that's pretty much it. So what I need to do is give all this stuff a little bit of a wash and a rinse through. Cut up some vegetables. I've got carrots, apple, and some like berries and that sort of thing. Because the main thing to test is how much of the juice you actually get out of soft fruits like strawberries and raspberries and blueberries. Does it leave a lot of pulp? Does it get out a lot of juice? Same with apples, how much pulp is actually left over. And the big thing to try is still like carrots. Can it do harder vegetables and that sort of thing? I didn't want to go get celery and lots of ridiculous things. You don't want to sit around seeing things like that. Carrot is probably the best test of a hard vegetable to try. And then doing something itself, like I said, like strawberries and berries, just to see how well it does that. Does it just mash up and squeeze a little bit and leave loads of pulp with loads of juice, or does it really dry the pulp out? That's what I want to find out. How good is it? Now, I've used juices in the past. I do like fruit juice. I tend to avoid a lot of store-bought ones because it's full of sugar and it does me head in. I don't tend to drink orange juice. I always have a bit of a skin irritation to orange juice, so I don't drink a lot of orange juice. So I have to take like vitamin C tablets and all that. But anyway, I've had juices in the past where it's like the big one and it kind of went round and round and round, and you had a massive one of these on the outside, and it was an absolute pain to clean. It was dreadful because it kept all the pulp inside and all the juice would come out, and you'd end up with this big bucket with a big mesh in it that would just be covered in pulp, and you couldn't do anything with it, and it would take ages to clean. Oh my god, it was dreadful. I hate it. It's why I don't use one. But if that's all there is, and all the pulp gets put into that, hopefully that means it's going to be easy to clean. That's what I'm hoping. So anyway, let me go and get everything ready, and I'll be right back, and we'll do some We'll do some testing, see how it works. Back in a sec. Okay, so I have some fruit here. I thought I had some strawberries, but I don't. So I have some blueberries, raspberries, apple, and carrot. Right, so get this thing together. I think this bit goes on first. It goes that way, I guess. There we go. This bit goes in there. This bit goes in there. Nice. I've left all my glasses over there. So this one goes underneath here. This one goes by there. Right, so that one will get the juice, that one will get the pulp. Hopefully it all looks good. This then goes on here. I've then got this two pushed down. I do have a bit missing.
I forgot something. I'm an idiot.
Right, I do need that. Right, that's to get the other bit off, I guess. Right, I forgot about the mesh. Urgh, mesh. Right there, I guess. Let me just check I'm doing that right. It looks right now. Thought I'd try to outlook instructions. Install the filter, rotate it if necessary. Connect that, install the tray. Produce and pulp, and then plug it. Right, that does seem to be right. Let me make sure. So that comes off there. No, that doesn't seem to. That will only go in the one way. See, it will not rotate, so it's in the right way. It's got, you can see, it's got shape to it, so it has to go in that way. If you try and push it another way, it won't. So you rotate it, put it in, put that in, rotate it.
Let's plug this sucker in.
That's now ready to go. Right, so check this out. Let's do apple first. So I've cut them into chunks. Oh, that was pretty good. I made it the right size. There, so I can push it down. So on it goes. And push it down. Oops. I forgot to put the glass back down, didn't I? I'm so stupid. I'll get someone to clean that up in a minute. You do have to kind of put a little bit of pressure on it. Why is that? So I'm not getting any actual pulp out so far, just juice. Okay, that's that too big. Now that'll fit. And I'm getting some pulp. Cool. Get all of this apple down. I'll eat some of the apple, I guess. Other than the little mess I made, which is typical. Let me get some tissue. Clean that up before it ruins my table. See what happens when you don't pay attention to things. That does seem quite dry, the pulp that's come out of there. So, as you can see, the pulp looks pretty. Right, that is fairly dry. That doesn't seem bad. Does not seem bad at all. Right. I've got a glass here. So what I'm going to do is pour stuff in here and then have the concoction at the end. Quite cloudy. You can see fairly cloudy apple juice. Smells okay. Ooh. A little bit of texture to it. It's not like it's filtered. So there are like little bits of apple, but not in a bad way, just kind of sort of gritty apple, I guess. Right. See what it does to normal soft fruit. And some raspberries first, shall we? How much juice we actually get from these. As it pushes out the remains of the apple as well. Oh, interesting. I'm not getting juice, I'm getting jam. Maybe you're not supposed to do it with soft fruit. I'll try some blueberries. But that's jam. Or a compote, maybe. But that's not juice. Very, very thick. Good job I got some apple juice to put with it. Right, so that's still going. Alright, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to mix it now. Carrot. Let's help a little bit by pushing it down. How much juice we get from the carrot, I wonder. Now the filter seems to be clogging up a little bit with the soft fruit. Let me put some apple. I'm just mixing everything now, so it may taste disgusting. But I'm hoping it'll do something with this filter, because the filter is clogging up, definitely. If you can even hear me over the din of this. It's not too loud, I guess. Interesting. Let me stop that for a minute. But we can see, let's stop that. Let's reverse it a sec. Make sure it's all okay. Nothing stuck in there. Well, I said I think soft fruit isn't great in it. I was hoping soft fruit would be okay, but before we find out, the carrot, as you can see, is all crumbled up quite nicely. And the blueberry and raspberry is crumbled up. There's not much left to that, to be honest. Alright. Swirl it up a little bit because it's a little bit thick with that raspberry juice. Ooh. Definitely taste the raspberry in that. That's actually nice. I'm going to mix that with the apple because I want to see how well the carrot does by itself. I'm not going to rinse it out because I'm too lazy, and it doesn't matter because I'm going to drink it all anyway. So let's just try the carrot and see how that does. See how much juice we actually get from a carrot. So 2 medium-sized carrots here altogether. As you can see, I did cut it up into little bits to make life a bit easier for us. Struggling a little bit. If I press down too much, it does struggle and it does slow down the motor somewhat. But let's get in there. Definitely think the soft fruit isn't as good, but then you can put soft fruit just in a blender anyway, so it doesn't matter too much. But stuff like apples, yeah. Oranges, I probably wouldn't bother. Carrots look okay in it. Yeah, the mesh is quite messy. I'll bring the camera over so you can see that in a minute. In fact, I'll take it out so you can see. But all in all, that is fairly dry. There's a little bit of moisture, but you can see that. That's quite good. And the amount of juice I got out of it, out of those bits of carrot, is that amount. Let's try it. I actually quite like carrot juice. Right, I'm going to put all that together. Carrot, blueberry, raspberry, and Granny Smith apple. Colour may not look like most appetising, but it looks fine. Put some vodka in it, or some whiskey, it'll be lovely. No, that actually tastes really good. The question will be, unplug it, how bad is it to clean? So I'm impressed with what it's done. Not so good with the soft fruit, but I kind of expected that. That's why I wanted to test it, to see if it just made a complete mess or if it worked. So let's put this under here just in case we have another spill. Oh, it comes off there. If you can see that inside there, but there is the carrot bits just kind of stuck inside, so that'll take a little bit of cleaning. You can see where it's being pushed through there. As I was saying, the mesh is quite messy, but you kind of expect that because it is forcing the fruit through it, so that'll take a little bit of cleaning. That bit seems okay. So the auger sure that's what it is. It seems to work quite nicely. It's a harder plastic, I think. I think it's plastic. Seems to be some kind of maybe plastic. How do I get that off? Locks that way. There is this tool, but I don't think that's actually... It's just for that front bit, which I didn't need, surprisingly. How do I do that? Ah, there's a button. Me just trying to force it and there's a button to press. There's a button. There. That's it. Pretty easy to clean, I think. That's pretty good. I'm actually really impressed. It's something I have wanted for a while. I said I do like things like fruit juice, and it is healthier than buying shop bought ones. Obviously depends on the fruit, but having vegetables as well, some celery, some carrot and things like that would be fine. But I just wanted to test it with a few hard fruits, soft fruits and hard vegetables just to see, and it seemed to struggle a little bit with the carrot. It did slow down a little bit, but not enough to cause any problems. It seemed to work fine. So yeah, pretty good for the price. It's about £99, so about $100, something like that, generally speaking, unless it's on sale. Comes in a multiple different colours. I'll leave a description for it and links so on to Amazon so you can see where it's from. Obviously the best place to always get it from is Amazon, because I like Amazon, and you know, next day delivery and Prime and all that is fantastic. So what can I say? There'll be links down there so you can find out a little bit more about it and order one for yourself if you like it. So yeah, I'm impressed. Thanks a lot for joining me, and join me again soon for the next one. See you soon. Bye bye.